this review, we have the HasLab Vintage Collection Star Wars Ahsoka the Ghost. At the time of recording, people in the US have started receiving these, and I will say the box is pretty ginormous. Um, there is a proton pack right here next to it. And as you can see, the box is a little taller than that, maybe by with it sitting in its resting frame. It's probably 2 or 3 inches taller than that. This comes in a really big box, and I'll show you that real quick. So this is the box. I don't want to get too wide here because I'm in my garage and it's junky, but this box is huge. There's a tire right there, and it is way taller than the tire. This black line is where the box ends. Got it kind of lifted open. This is like some extreme packing. I don't think I've ever seen Hasbro use something like this before. So these are plastic corner protectors. Then there's a cardboard corner protector, another cardboard corner protector, and then corner protectors all the way down each side. And then there is another box. And so the inside of that box is the actual ghost. So as you can see, the packaging was really nice, and them double packing it is just kind of awesome. Like this box is like super crisp. I mean, unbelievably untouched. So the packaging, the outer packaging made a big difference. Okay, so as you can see, we got this nice picture of the ghost on the front. We've got the Phantom on the bottom left. We got a couple figures down at the bottom right, Ahsoka and Hera. Do my best to spin this around. Um, the let's just talk about the back real quick because I'm gonna have to change the orientation for this to look good. The back is basically like a picture of a drawing of the front. So that's kind of cool. So you get to see you get to see the front in the form of line art, which I think is nice. Um, and then let's talk about this side real quick because this side is kind of facing up and down, and get a nice line art version of the ghost here. And then everything else is going to be a little different orientation. So here we have the top, and we've got some nice photography there. Here we have the opposite side where the orientation has changed, but it's the same line art for the ghost. And then here is the bottom. There is a actual UPC and some more photography, which the photography is always really great. Okay, so we're gonna open it up here. And there's a few layers. Luckily for us, this is gonna help with recording this. This box is upside down, so I'm gonna be careful that the contents don't dump out everywhere. And then we've got this smaller box. Yeah, there's still something in it. I thought it might be a filler piece, but it is not. This larger center box is heavy, so it's probably the main gut of the ghost. And then last but not least, the smaller or the final box. And as you can see, they do have the ghost line work printed on the top. And last but not least, we do have some instructions. This middle page is like a separate sheet. I doubt we'll have to read these. It's a little legal thing, but those are the instructions. Okay, so here we've got the main box, the big box. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oops. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just leave that off instead of struggling to put it back on. I'm going to grab this from here. Seems sturdy enough. And there's nothing else in there. So we're done with that box. Okay, so that is our ship, the main section of the ship. I'll just lay this here for now. Actually, let's make some room. I'm going to go through this next box. This one is the second smallest. And we've got our landing gear, which we're going to need right away. Very similar vibes to the big Millennium Falcon landing gear. We've got tables and one of the turrets and whatever this is. I think these are stools. I'm guessing this is a canopy because it's wrapped up very well. And that tissue paper style wrapping. Yep, and that is the canopy. And there's more stuff here. Okay. We got the ghost. Landing gear just kind of fold out. There's a itty bitty chopper there with little arms sticking out. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if this comes with stickers at all, but even if it doesn't come with stickers, there's some pretty decent detail here. The paint is nice. Is not too much weathering, but there is weathering on here. Okay, so that's a ghost. Got some. These are either the front or the back sections. Not quite sure yet. And then we've got the thrusters, and they have these little protectors on them. The paint is really nice. Like it really, uh, it's got some iridescence to it, and it picks up the light really well. It's got a nice metallic sheen to it. Same thing here with the little protectors on this part. Actually, I guess they're protecting these. And basically the mirrored version of the other one. Yeah, these are really nice. Okay, this is the medium size box. And we got the turret. Does this open up? Yep. It just kind of comes out. And then there's some nice control handles there and a painted seat inside. And this thing nope, it's not adjustable. I don't know, it feels like it might be. It's got some give to it. Yeah. So you can move it up a little bit. And it just slides on the top. This was stuck to the inside. I guess it was laying like this. So here's another piece. Again, don't know which, if this is the front or the back. Another piece. These are definitely the pieces on the side, the docking bay pieces. And the other side. And then the last box is going to be the figures, very nicely put in here. I'm going to open these, but I'm going to show these off first. I like that they are unpunched, but I'm not a mint on card collector, so I don't care. But I will keep the packaging after I open it. Very cool. All right, so that is all the packaging. I think we can start putting this together. So the instructions show to put the landing gear on first. I'm gonna do that at the end. They are showing an order on here. I think the main thing is that the two side caps need to go on first. I think that's the big thing because they basically slide into the grooves on the side cap. So we are going to do that. And I don't believe there is a left or a right. I think these are both. Oh no, they are not identical. They're mirrored. So this is definitely the top because there's more deco. Bottoms just got the silver paint on it. And I gotta figure out which side is which. It's not really any kind of indicator on here, so you can tell that this little box, which is this, is to the front because it's slightly offset. Actually, this little box here. This second part, yeah. So I think, yeah, this is on this side. Just mush it in. Does kind of sort of line up a little bit, but oh, you know what? It is keyed. Well, that's weird. Because I was looking at this, I had the orientation wrong in my mind. So either way, you do not have to figure this out because there's a side that is bigger, there's a side that is smaller. If you go to put it on the wrong way, as you just saw me do it, it's not going to go on. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, I think that is on. I didn't feel a snap, but it is not moving. Put this one on. Okay, so that is that. And we can do front or back. I don't think it matters at this point. I would like to go ahead and do the front. So again, there's a side with more deco and a side without more deco. So you can kind of figure out which is which. And so far, all this stuff has been keyed in some special way. So I'm pretty sure this is the front. And just to test it, here's what I think is the back. It kind of wants to fit also. So be careful about that. But one thing I can tell you real quick is that these yellow pieces go in the back, and you can just look at the artwork or the front of the box and see that. I guess they're kind of like hazard, hazard like the little warning reflectors that are on the back of a car. So that makes that pretty easy to figure out. So we will slide these on. This one is not wanting to go in all the way. There we go. Should hear a pop when it goes all the way in. You kind of need some leverage to do this. I'll get back to this one. I cannot get this one to go all the way in. Okay. So this one goes here. And this one goes here. Giving it a little slap. Yeah, there we go. Seems to do the trick. Okay, so all of them are on. Okay, I think I'm going to put the landing gear on. So we've got 3 gears that are pretty much identical, and one that is short. The short one goes in the front. That's the front. They do have little doors. Just a little tough to get off with my fingernail. But as you see, you can use the actual landing gear to as a spludger to open it. All right. And so little one, and then basically the edge that swoops up is the front. Hmm. Okay. It is taking a little pressure to push these in. They don't just sit in. Well, that one didn't. These are going in a little bit easier. We are slowly getting there. Okay, let's do the back. And so the two boosters go in the middle, and I believe this side is the bottom. This edge, yeah. There are some little holes for these little engine parts, uh, these little piping, exhaust, fuel, whatever they are supposed to be. And then these two guys are mirrored, and there's only going to be one way that these work well. I'm pretty sure this is outside. The pipe sections are on the top. And actually, that's wrong. So you got the hole, and then the pipe sections are below. So I think it should go like that. Yeah. Because this cannot be here, and that's why this is bare. It really helps to line them up and pop it. There we go. Okay, just checking to make sure they are in there. Good. Okay. And be careful not to hurt yourself because a couple times I was popping this side and it just wasn't going in and I was basically tearing my hand up. All right. So while we're back here, let's put the ghost in. Ghost basically just pegs in from the top. That's pretty much it. And then you pull it out there are these little clips. They're not mechanical. They just kind of help to uh, kind of put little teeth on the inside, but you don't have to hit a button or anything to release the ghost. Okay, so our turret can just slide in. That's pretty much it. We've got a small turret that goes in a little hole at the bottom. Just snap that in. And then this, I think there is a trick to this. The the plastic's a little pliable and you got little teeth on the side, so basically squeeze it a little bit, put it in, let it go, and it connects. Okay, and then we still have our little chairs and stuff. I'm gonna just leave those to the side for a moment, but that is it. I mean, this thing is just huge. Here it is with the Razor Crest, and Razor Crest is no slouch. I'll say the Razor Crest is almost the same length. And then here it is with the Falcon. And there is some similar mass, but I think the Ghost is a little bigger. They're very close. Okay, so we are going to get into the nitty gritty now. So here's the front. Here's the turret. There is a bay door here. I can get it open. And you're not going to get the figures to crawl up inside of it, but you can, pretend they go in there. And it closes up. You can take these pieces off. And you've got the gunner station in the front. It's technically mans these guns. You've got the main controls here. There's a little door. You can pretend that somebody goes through the door and I don't know, they come out somewhere. But you've got the main controls. And there's our control deck. Got some really nice detailing on the side. And here, got some computers here, ladder. Okay, so that's where the gunner for the front goes down into. That's kind of cool. Then we've got the quarters. So there's two bunks here and a little desk or something, little altar. This is supposed to be Hera's side. There's her side. And here is the other side. And then I think this opens. You got to take the ghost out though. Yeah. And there is a whole other section here. Um, as if nobody ever knew about this, but it's been a long time since I saw the Hasbro demonstrations of this, so I'm like rediscovering this. And does this open? I believe it does. Yeah, maybe not. There's some lines here, but I think this is just like from the build up, the engineering of it. And then you can throw the tables in there and the chairs and that. And then you got this little Ewok chair. I do not remember that chair from the show, but that's the back. And then just kind of shove all the stuff back on. And then we can put, oh, this is not on good. There we go. And then we can put this front back on. So that is the Ghost. If you got this, hopefully it'll be much easier to deal with. You won't be holding a camera or working around a camera. Um, all that said, it was pretty effortless to put it together, even with those constraints. It has a lot of compartments, a lot of ways to display things. Ultimately, this thing is like just a big playset shaped as a ship. So, you can do all kinds of, stuff with having the figures on the outside. You won't have this deep, fluffy carpet to deal with. It'll look a lot better. But yeah, this is really nice. Definitely, it has the same feel as the Millennium Falcon. If you've got one, it will look nice with it, on a nearby shelf. If this is the only thing you ever get, this is pretty cool on its own, also. So that is the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you have done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.